Greetings of the day. I'm Adira Das from the Department of Psychology, Kristu Jayanti College. I'm here to deal with an interesting topic, existential therapy, which comes under the theories of counseling and psychotherapy. Existential therapy focuses more on individuals' wellness while emphasizing on meaning of life or purpose of life. Shall I continue, sir? Sir? Shall I continue? Okay. So existentialism is a philosophy of human nature that it identifies people as having free will to determine the course of their lives. It emphasizes individual responsibility to create meaning rather than relying on a higher power or religion to determine what is important, valuable, or morally right. The central theme of existentialism is that life has no predetermined or innate meaning, but people can use their free will to create identity and sense of meaning for themselves. Existential therapy is more a way of thinking than any particular style of practicing psychotherapy. We are not victims of circumstances because, to a large extent, we are what we choose to be. So, existential therapy is based on the following concepts: that every human being is capable of self awareness, that every human being has free will and is responsible for their free choices, every human being is unique and can only be understood through interpersonal relationship with others, every human being is constantly being reborn and recreated, and meaning is constantly changing, and no one can completely comprehend the meaning of their life because it is always changing. Every human being experiences anxiety as part of their human experience, and ultimately death is inevitable and it gives meaning for our life. Though the main aim of therapy is to encourage clients to reflect on life, to recognize their range of alternatives, and to decide among them. Once clients begin the process of recognizing the ways in which they have passively accepted circumstances and surrendered control, they can start on a path of consciously shaping their own lives. The first step in the therapeutic journey is to accept the responsibility of our own lives. Once individuals recognize their role in creating their own life predicament, they also realize that they and only they has the power to change that situation. One of the aims of existential therapy is to challenge people to stop deceiving themselves regarding their lack of responsibility for what is happening to them and their excessive demands on life. In existential therapy, attention is given to clients' immediate ongoing experience with the aim of helping them develop a greater presence in the quest for meaning and purpose. So, some of the key concepts of this therapy is the capacity for self-awareness, freedom, choice and responsibility constitute the foundation of self-awareness. Greater our awareness, greater our responsibility for freedom is explained as the core existential position is that we are free and limited. Freedom and responsibility. People are free to choose among alternatives and play a large role in shaping their own destiny. Freedom to be within limitations. Capacity to reflect on the meaning of our own choices. The capacity to act on the choices we make. Striving for identity and relationship to others. The courage to be encouraged, the courage that entails the will to move forward in spite of anxiety producing situations such as facing death. The search for meaning. A distinctive human characteristic is the struggle for the sense of significance and purpose of life. The underlying conflict that brings people into counseling and therapy are centered in these existential questions. Why am I here? What do I want from life, and what gives my life purpose? So, Viktor Frankl is a famous pioneer of existential therapy, and his book Man's Search for Meaning is helped a million people to come up with the idea of searching for their own life's meaning. He developed a concept called logotherapy, which means therapy through meaning. His idea sheds light on what it means to be fully alive. To be alive encompasses the ability to take hold of life day by day as well as to find meaning in suffering. The central theme running through his work was life has meaning under all circumstances. The central motivation for living is the will to meaning, the freedom to find meaning in all we think, and the integration of body, mind, and spirit. According to Frankl, the modern person has the means to live but often has no meaning to live for. The therapeutic process is aimed at challenging individuals to find meaning and purpose through, among other things, sufferings, work, and love. Rollo May is another influential figure in existential therapy. According to him, it takes courage to be, and our choices determine the kind of person we become. There is a constant struggle within us. Although we want to grow towards maturity and independence, we realize that expansion is often a painful process. Hence, the struggle is between the security of dependence and the delays and pain of growth. So, let me conclude with the idea of Yalom, live your life to the fullest and then, only then die. Don't leave any unlived life behind. So today we discussed about existential therapy and the main aspects that are related to existential therapy, the pioneers that include Frankl, Yalom, and Rollo May, and their ideas about meaning of life. Thank you.